Tarot. My name is Carmen, and today we've got a reading for you about somebody who is potentially going to try to come back around, get back into your life. This could be somebody who's going to tell you that they want to have a relationship, and this could have been something that they were not very interested in before or not very dedicated to before. But I see this Two of Pentacles in the reverse as a hint that this is somebody who is going to create chaos or bring drama with them if you allow them back into your sphere. So it feels to me like we're getting a little bit of a maybe not yet, or they still need a little bit of time. Let's call in spirit with a little bit of wind chime time. And I hope you're having a good day. Hello, Bitchy Tata. How are you doing? If you'd like a personal reading, I'd love to do one for you. My email address is wickedwandstarot@gmail.com. It's in the description box for you, as is a link to find out more about the membership tiers that I offer. There are 3 of them. Let's dive in and get some more information from What's the News. Also, just I don't know, I was going to say quick, but just a huge thank you to the moderators on the channel for assisting with maintaining a friendly place in the live chat. I sure do appreciate you all. Hello, Linz. How are you doing? So we have time, delay, procrastination, too busy, memories, missing someone, regression, revisiting the past, and sudden realization, feeling inspired, insightful awareness. So some time has passed between, when you and this person were hanging out or making those memories that they're thinking about. And that distance or that amount of time that has passed is starting to make this person a little bit nervous. There is something that has happened in their life, I don't feel you'd be aware of this, that has motivated them to try to get things figured out. I'm doing well, thank you. I don't know where this is going, but I don't like it. Ooh, timed out before you can play your little games. What's up? We play whack-a-mole on here, honey. Go find a different channel to be a racist. Or I don't know, maybe work on your life and stop being trash. Ooh, 2 for 1 today. No, I'm pretty sure he wasn't. I'll put you in a little timeout too. Yo, just to be really clear, I am on this channel to help people. I want people to have a better understanding of what makes them special and that they deserve to be loved and all of that. But if you come into my live chat with a bunch of hate, I will block you fast, like so fast, because I really don't want that on my channel. And there's plenty of other places for you online, right? I'm not gonna feel guilty about blocking people. Hello, Uday, how are you doing? Hello, like. Hello, Brandy. Oh, well, you just seem to misunderstand what's going on. Yep, it's true. It's true. We've got repo, default on payments, financially incapable, repossessed assets, and honeymooning, love on the brain, talking often, and feeling all the feels. So we've got somebody who has struggled to be at a distance from you, but I do feel like they're looking at you as somebody who could fix their problems for them, specifically their financial problems. So this could be somebody who wants to live with you, or somebody who's hoping you pay their bills, somebody that wants you to feed them. But they're coming back around and framing it as, I want to be in a relationship with you. Really what they want to do is not have to pay as much, right? I don't know what that means, but hello, Louise. Hello, Magda. Oh, your name's Casey. Hello, Casey. So we've got supersize me, doing too much, excessive, and overindulgence. So they have been partying or buying things they really couldn't afford, going places maybe they didn't really anticipate what they would need. So they have racked up some debt, or they have lost out on, maybe even had like their car repossessed. They've lost out on some things that they feel they need. So they're looking to try to see who can help me with this problem. Thank you. Peace to you as well, nonstop. This is the Pulp Tarot. We've got the Ace of Wands and the Ace of Swords. Wow. So there's only 4 aces, and I've only pulled 2 cards. So to get half of the aces when I've only pulled 2 is kind of special. I do feel like there is some truth that has come to you in this period of time where you have not been hanging out with or seeing this person. And I feel like your realization is about what you deserve and whether or not you should hang out or put up with somebody like that. They are looking at you as someone who's compassionate, and I feel you've been honest with yourself about whether or not they've actually been good to you. Maybe you've kind of admitted to yourself that you were making it seem like it was better than it really was, right? Hello, Chino. Hello, Matt. You are not wrong, Laura. I hope you're having a good day. Hello. Can I call you OUF? All right. Yo, Logan. Like, for real, though. The first thing you ever said to me was you insulted my tattoos and said they were distracting. And then every time you come onto my live streams, you're like, you always ignore me. Raid me. No. I don't want to, because you're rude. So, find a different channel. Bah! Humbug! That's you. That's what you sound like. We got Wheel of Fortune and the Page of Cups. So you've had something positive happen in your life, and it's probably impacted your finances. At least from the outside, people are feeling like you have found a way to make things work out, that you are sitting pretty or you're successful. You've been able to make change or improve upon what was going on when you were seeing this person. Whereas they've been relatively stagnant. They've had financial issues and realized maybe they're gonna lose things that they don't wanna lose. So they're looking for an opportunity to see you, to reconcile with you. This 3 of Cups is clarifying the honeymooning card. It's like, what can I do to kind of, I don't know, make you fall in love or seduce you or get you to have stars in your eyes for me, that kind of thing. OUF, you've been warned. Keep your questions appropriate or I'll block you just as fast as the other one. Matt, if you keep saying read me, please, I will block you as well. I will take personal questions at the end of the reading if we hit $15 in tips. Otherwise, I'm going to focus on the general reading. Hello, Regina. Hello, Brock. How are you doing? Sorry. Okay, you want to be blocked. That's cool. I got you. Wait a moment. Processing. Hello, dragons. Thank you for joining the memberships. Do me a favor, dragons, and drop me an email so that I have a place to send your reading. Hello, XX. How are you? Hello, Ghost. Hello, Tyrone. We've got King of Swords and the Queen of Wands in the reverse. So they're going to give you partial truths. This person from your past is going to, you know, say some sweet things, probably talk about how great you look or congratulate you on what you've been able to achieve. But they have some insecurity, so they're going to fill in the gaps with their own story or cover up some of the issues that they're dealing, right? It's like, what's that saying? Lipstick on a pig? They want you to feel like they're doing almost as well as you are, or close to as well, because they don't think that letting you see that they're having some financial difficulties would encourage you to spend any time. Like, they don't want you to potentially figure out what it is that they really want. Awesome. Thank you, dragons. Hello, Mahima. How are you doing? Hey, Tyrone. You could make sure to like the video, subscribe, and if you want a tip, if you get to $15, then I'll do personal questions for you. Hello, Bob. How are you doing? Hello, Pamela from Atlanta. Nice. I always enjoyed hanging out in the Peachtree area. Knight of Wands and the Devil in the reverse with the King of Wands. Oofda. I mean, I love that the Devil's in the reverse. Let's just be very clear. If this Devil were in the upright, it would be a very different message. But this is saying, even if somebody is showing up unexpectedly, even if they are like on top of their game, even if they make your head spin or they make you melt a little bit, oh, I'm not used to this attention, it doesn't matter, because there's something here about your wisdom, your intuition. It's sharper than it used to be. And this person may not realize that there is a lesson you've learned in terms of the success that you've achieved or the things that are going well in your life. A big part of the reason they're going so well is because you haven't been distracted by people who siphon off your energy, right? I mean, at least you're creative. I'll give you that, but still, like, disappointing. Hello, entertainment. Hello, Margie. How are you? Hello, Tina. Hello, Ritu. How are you? Hello, Pretty Gritty. Energy vampires. That could apply to this for sure, because this is someone who's feeling depleted and they want you to like recharge them, basically. But I also feel like this is about finances. I think they want you to take care of them. Six of Swords and the Eight of Swords. So they, wow, I just got, for some of you, this could be somebody who feels like they don't have any way to get transportation. For others of you, this is someone who they don't have a way to get a new apartment or find a place to stay. This is somebody who feels like you would solve their problems for them, but they don't want to be honest about what their problems are. It's just like, hey, can I like swoop in, we hang out, and like you take care of these things without me actually being vulnerable? Hello, Matt. Hello, Fabio. Hello, Renee. It's true. Thank you, dragons. I appreciate you. We've got the Star in the reverse and the Five of Swords. This person has not healed what they need to heal, and because they are avoiding the problems that they've created for themselves, it will only get worse. So what I'm seeing is like quicksand. And I don't know what the proper approach would be if you were to see somebody that gets stuck in quicksand. But in general, I would think that if you try to pull someone out, there's a good chance that you get pulled in, right? Because it's quicksand. Look, this person is stuck in quicksand and they don't want to tell you that they're stuck in quicksand, but they expect you to like pull them out. And there's a pretty decent risk that they impact your positive, successful energy. Like they, it's like they taint the positive energy because they've got this avoidance and this financial setback. So letting them into your energy, it interrupts the good things that are happening for you. Hello, Jimmy. How are you doing? It's the Red Bull. Oh, honey, I think you're lost. Read 2, if you keep repeating, I'm gonna block you or put you on a timeout. It's a live chat, so like chat with people. Don't like spam people. Yes, exactly, Laura. Laura said it's their actual karma. I'm not touching that, as you shouldn't, because you've already got this Wheel of Fortune coming out in the upright, signifying that you have positive energy, that things are going in the right direction, because you have not been avoiding your work, because you have let go of the things that you needed to and shifted your focus. So keep that focus away from this person, because they're not doing those things. We've got the 9 of Wands and the 2 of Cups. Their hope is that they can somehow kind of like tug on those heartstrings of yours and get at least some sort of support from you. If not, find a way to get you to fall in love. But this is very much so manipulative energy of, if I can get you to feel something for me, then maybe you'll solve my problems for me, that kind of thing. So, Fabio, I cannot see you, and now I also don't have to see your messages because you've been put on a timeout. Don't repeat your ish. Oh, no worries. Hello, Esmeralda. How are you doing? Renee, you're so right about that. 3 of Swords and Justice in the reverse. So this is clarification or confirmation that yes, there's heartache or trauma that they've experienced. There are problems in their life that they're just kind of shuffling under the rug or trying to deny. They don't want to do all of the work, apologize to the people, clean up their side of the street, right? So it's kind of like, oh, that's a gross way of saying it. Have you ever gotten caught in a storm? And I don't know, I guess the smell of rain isn't awful, but even if it's just a little bit cold, if you're in from, like, you come in from being outside and you're just completely soaked, you're probably going to want to change your clothes. This is like saying, do you really want to put those clothes back on after you've worked to get away from that energy? No. Does anyone ever want to put the swimsuit back on after you've used it and it hasn't dried yet? No. So if this person hits you up, just be like, no, you're like a wet swimsuit. I don't want anything to do with you right now. Hello, NRA. I've got my email address in the description box if you'd like a personal reading. Otherwise, if we get to $15 in tips today, I will take personal questions at the end of the reading. Hello, Ray. Hello, Key Controller. What's going on? We've got the 3 of Cups, the Tower in the reverse, Four of Wands in the reverse, and the 4 of Pentacles. There may have been some opportunity this person had to see that you are in a more successful place that you're not necessarily aware of. So if you have friends in common, or if they have some way to see your social media, they may have seen a picture of you looking really good. They may have heard about some sort of celebration or people congratulating you on a promotion or hearing that your business is going really well. But they have some change in perspective about you because of other people or because of what's being said in a more social environment. And it makes this person question, okay, well, maybe that's someone I should talk to. I'm going to be honest, for some of you, this is not an ex, this is just a friend, and they're hoping that they can maybe get a little bit more. But for many of you, I do think this is an ex that wants to come back around and see if you would put up with them again. But the 4 of Pentacles is again kind of hinting at, we've got somebody who maybe doesn't really have the funds to take care of their responsibilities at the point. Just go ahead and sit in the corner and think about what you've done. Because you really don't know what you're talking about. Hello, Rod. How are you doing? Hello, Marty. Sounds like you're making stuff up. Hello, Unique Queen. How are you doing? Hey, Christina. What's happening? 8 of Wands in the reverse. 4 of Cups in the reverse. And the Page of Swords. So I don't think this person has communicated to you very much at all. They may have also been a little bit guarded or not revealed how they feel about you. But I think at this point, they're going to, it's like they're exaggerating it. They're hiding the things that they're going through. They don't want to be honest about the financial hardships or the difficulties with regards to their living situation. But it feels to me like they're exaggerating how they feel about you. I'm very focused on the sword, and he's not even really looking at it. It's kind of like, see how much I love you? This is why you should take care of me. So amplifying emotional connection type talk, but trying to avoid any conversation that might uncover what they're actually going through right now. Not applicable. If y'all are going to repeat your messages, I'm just going to put you in a timeout, just so you know. Hello, Nicholas. Hello, Robin. Hello, Incorporeal. Y'all really coming in here with 3 different users to say the same stupid shit? Damn. What would I do with my time if I had that much time to waste? Deuces. Hello, Alchemist. How are you doing? Hello, Gilbert. Hello. Is it Suno? Sunil? I think I've seen that shortened to Sunny before. Asking the real questions here. So we have the Moon in the reverse, 8 of Pentacles, 10 of Pentacles in the reverse, and the Ace of Swords in the reverse. This person's lying to you. They don't have the best of intentions. And in particular, it feels to me like this is somebody who doesn't want to take care of themselves. They don't want to find a job that works. They don't want to find a way to pay off their debts or make things work. They want someone to take care of them. So this is, what I'm kind of getting is you've got this King of Swords, Queen of Wands in the reverse energy. That's one person. This is why we don't pay close attention to gender, right? Because that's the same person. But this is somebody who's lying to you about what they've got going on, and they see you as the King of Wands. You've been able to conquer or be successful or go after those dreams that you have. Hello, Danya. Hello, JP. Interesting comment. No, Danya, that's not what I'm doing right now. I'm doing an actual reading, but feel free to check out any other video on YouTube about it. Hello, Monica. How are you doing? Dragons, you want to be a moderator? We've got somebody who realizes that they don't have a lot of support. They don't have a lot of money. They don't know how they're going to be able to actually get what they need unless they kind of fudge it a little bit, right? They feel like the only way that they could get you to make their life a little bit easier is if they really turn on the charm. So kind of given like Heartbreakers with Jennifer Love Hewitt energy. Well, let's see if it makes me, it does, okay. You've been knighted. Hello, Isabel, how are you doing? Oh, you're fine, romantic boy. Hello, Isabel. If we get to $15 in tips, I will take personal questions at the end. This is the Bianco Nero, and we've got the Five of Wands and the Magician in the reverse. I do feel like this person's going to get into an argument. It could be that they get into an argument with you, but I feel like there's a third party, probably another friend. I think they owe money, or they get into some sort of awkward situation. Maybe they even stole something, but I feel like they get into an argument with somebody. This could be what they're trying to hide from you, or this could be something that makes it clear to you that they are trying to hide their current situation from you. Hey, Key Controller, how's it going? Hello, Jamie. Renee. Hello, Mohammed. Hello, Freestyler. What's up? So with this Hanged Man and Four of Pentacles, we have strength. So I think this is a situation that gives you pause, or you hear about it with enough time to make your decision to not let this person come back around. Now, for some of you, this happens all very quickly and you don't even really interact with the King of Swords, Queen of Wands in the reverse. Maybe they just send you a message and you decide not to message anything back. But I do feel like there's other people in the background, right? There's other people that are posting things on social media, or maybe there's even a group chat. And those other people's opinions really help you understand that your intuition is spot on. In other words, you feel like it's probably not a good idea to associate with this person, and then you hear somebody else's experience and you're like, okay, well, yeah, I guess that makes sense, right? I just did. Hello, Stitch, how are you doing? Interesting, okay. That's true. Mohammed, that's not what we're doing here, sweetie. So we've got the Nine of Swords and the Chariot. I did once do an Ask Me Anything, and I was so nervous. It's a good thing that not everybody that's been in this morning's live stream is there. But that is a thing that exists on my channel. So we've got the Ten of Pentacles in the reverse again. Look, this person's freaking out because they're starting to realize that maybe they don't have as many choices or options as they thought. If they felt like you were likely to be compassionate and want to help them, they're starting to realize that you might be a little bit smarter than they initially gave you credit for, that you might have been able to actually figure out this is somebody who's looking for a sugar mama or a sugar daddy, right? Three of Wands. Hello, Swati. This is a general reading. Hello, Ria. Three of Wands, Ten of Swords. So I see whatever amount of time you spend thinking about this or dealing with this person, the end result is no thank you. I don't want that stanky energy in my sphere. I don't want your avoidant, manipulative energy to mess with the good-ish I got going on in my life right now. Stay fall away from me, thank you. I don't know why I used the weakest links ladies voice for that, but it felt right, okay, you guys? Just leave me alone. This is the situations that, let's see what else we've got for you. Hello, Doom. Hello, Jake. How are you doing? Happy birthday to H-O-I or H-O-N-I-Z. Is that a real name? I feel that. We've got an offer on the table. So this could be somebody who's like, hey, if you let me stay at your place, then like I'll fix your bathroom. Or hey, if you let me stay at your place, then I'll, you know, pick up the groceries. they don't plan on doing anything. They just want you to do stuff for them. And then they'll be like, oh, darn, I forgot about that. And you are too busy leveling up. Things are going better for you, in part because you know when to let go of this type of energy. In part because you know when people are just trying to use you. This person may have some sort of an obsession. I think for many of you, this would be a little bit of an obsession with you. But this could also be somebody who is, for some of you, what I'm picking up on is they have an obsession with somebody that you know. So they feel like you could potentially be a path for them to get to that person. Journal, writing, diary, keeping notes, crushed, sad, broken, feeling alone, and access granted. So they're hoping that if they're able to like kind of cozy up to you, they can make up some kind of story, maybe even show you some kind of letter or whatever, and make you feel bad for them, right? Hey, I've gone through all of this. I could really use a friend. I really want to just like, you know, have a place to crash. Could you like let me in? They feel like they would be able to get through to you because they see you as a compassionate person. The thing is, do not mistake my kindness for weakness. A lot of people out there think if you're kind or if you're able to understand where other people are coming from, that means you're like a target. Go on. Learn your lessons that way. Make those assumptions and then realize that actually there are plenty of people out there that are very kind and much smarter than you. It's a little short-sighted on their part, right? Hey, that's totally fine, Ray. But I don't think you really know what you're talking about. Thank you, River Rat. I appreciate that. What's up, Bedlam? How are you doing? Meow. What, did I miss someone? Did somebody get all upset? Oh, Ritu. I said hi to you like ages ago. Now I'm insulted because you weren't listening. See how I just like switched up on you? What's up? I'm just kidding. I'm not really mad. Hello, Abdul. How are you? Hello, Sergio. How are you? Oh, we're going to do that game again. Ooh. Yeah, no, I'm always faster than you. What's up? Suck it. For real, though, you come on my channel and you try to be racist, I will slap you through the phone. Hello, Rude Bro? I don't know how to say that. Hello, Joshua. Nordic Dragons. Hello, WK. How are you doing? Oh, I see you, Bedlam. Who doesn't see you? We've got 5 of Swords and the Ace of Cups. Dang, okay. So they see you as this kind, compassionate person. Like I said, there's something here that has tipped them off that you might be a little bit more successful or things might be going a little bit better for you than normal. And they're like, wahahaha, how can I like take some of that for me? Or how can I like trick this person so that I don't have to pay like my own bills? Sorry, Bren. I can't remember. Oh, it was the racist person. Yeah. I don't really care for bigots. In fact, I rather enjoy mocking them. That's my favorite thing. Because I think you miss out on so many amazing experiences and people if you don't get out there and experience new regions, culture, food, all of that, right? Queen of Pentacles in the reverse and the Six of Swords. So this is probably somebody who's just had to move. They may be coming back around to their hometown, or maybe they're just like in town for a little bit, but they do want somebody to like take care of their problems for them. Good. Oh no, I dropped one. Hold please. Three of Wands again. I think they're gonna get ignored. I think you're going to either make quick work of it and say, no, that's really not, like, I'm not a bed and breakfast. Well, it kind of works. I mean, breakfast could be bread, right? I think you're gonna be like, no, that's real kind of you. Thanks for the offer, or, you know, I'm sorry, I can't help. And some of you are just gonna be like, no, that does not deserve a response. I think I'm just gonna leave it on red or block that person. Ritu, I'm not gonna give you any of my personal information, ever. So stop. Hello, Tara, how are you doing? Hello, Shafagi? I'm probably saying your name wrong, and I'm super sorry about that. Hello, Silith, how are you doing? Hello, Clinton. So we have the Fool and the Five of Pentacles in the reverse. Walking their happy ass back around, trying to find a way to get something from you. But they don't realize that you see their manipulative ways much more clearly than the average person. You see the little mess ups that they have, or you see little hints as far as like body language or what they don't say, right? Oops. I don't get what you're saying, Ritu. Yeah, no, apparently not. And just to be clear, when I do personal questions for you all, it is, I think, helpful if you include letters or names to refer to people you might have questions, like, you know, how does so-and-so feel about me? But I don't ever ask you for your birth date, or I don't need your sign. I get information without all of that. Like if you were to request a personal reading and you say, just like wild card it, whatever you get, I will still pick up on your information. Even if you give me a false first name, it don't matter. So please don't share your personal information is what I'm saying. Ooh, I hope you get some sleep soon. Did I like miss that one? Or did it stay in here? Oh, there it is. All right, so we have the Knight of Wands, the Eight of Cups, and the Three of Swords. Yeah, this is somebody who is looking to get what they need and then walk away and leave you feeling like you were used. And I think you know that well enough to know, okay, I don't really need to, you know, deal with this person. Hey, don't insult dragons. You literally put in a message that said your birth date. I'm putting you in a timeout because you're being difficult. Yo, y'all are testing me today. Like, be very, very clear. Or don't get mad when people misunderstand you. I think that's easy. All right, what do we want? I think we probably need this love oracle. Thank you, Jake. I appreciate that. So Jake, if I get to personal questions at the end, yes. But I will tell you this, Jake, because I've seen that you've tipped. If it doesn't get to personal questions on this reading, I will remember you if I see you again. So thank you. Good morning. How are you not today? Thank you, dragons. Wow, we keep getting this bitterness card, you guys. Why? Why are people so bitter? All right, everybody, take a moment, close your eyes. Imagine everybody stops being a jerk. We've got somebody who's bitter because they have not really experienced that compassionate energy. I do feel like this is somebody who has not extended that, right, to others, but they're, I can't say that word. They're being difficult, or they're not exactly sweet or considerate, because it's like, well, everyone's mean to me, so why should I be nice to them, right? This is somebody who is a bit misunderstood, and that has led to a lot of negative experiences, especially if they struggle to communicate what they're really going through or what they really want. It feels to me like this person's life has been one big misunderstanding. People don't understand you, they assume the worst, and then they like exacerbate whatever drama or problem is there. This is why drama follows this person. And then rather than actually address the conflict or make sure that people do understand them, I think this is somebody who, the King of Swords, will just run away. Like, okay, well, you don't want to respect me anyways, so I'm just going to leave, right? Yeah, what's up with the negativity? Oops. Hello, Andrea. How are you doing? If we get to $15 in tips, I will take personal questions at the end of the reading. Hello, Spirit. How are you doing? Of LFC? Wow, now we have the Divine Feminine. Okay, see, this is what they're looking for. They're like, and this doesn't mean, by the way, this doesn't mean that we have to be dealing with a man. We all have masculine and feminine energy within us. If you're real good with energy, then you know when to leverage either of those depending on the situation that you're in, right? So we've got somebody who has been maybe a little bit too much on the masculine side because they are yearning for that compassionate energy, right? Who's going to be kind to me? Who's going to be sweet to me? Hello, Black Diamond. Hello, Wendy. How are you? Which one? Hello. So we've got shocking, turmoil, trouble, unexpected, and commitment, marriage, promises, fidelity. So if this person wants to make it seem like they would commit to you, I don't think you're going to fall for that. But I also feel like there could be something about them just making a promise to you. It doesn't have to be, I want to be, exclusive with you. This is somebody who makes promises and they don't follow through on them. So if you pay me $200, then I'll fix your fireplace. Or if you pay for the fix on my car, then I'll let you drive it for a week. There's something here where it's like, I'm trying to be transactional or I'm trying to make a deal, but I don't have any intention of making good on the thing that I've supposedly offered. Hello, One Who Possess. How are you doing? Ooh. Should I be looking for that? I'm scrolling now to see if I can find anything, and I don't. Okay, maybe I've missed it. Thank you, dragons. All right, this is the Poe Tarot. Let's see what else we've got for you. Oh, Drip Flux, don't come into my chat and talk about yourself. Y'all think you can make me feel bad about myself. It's cute. Hello, Anthony. How are you doing? Hello, Simon. I hope you're having a good day. So we have the Hierophant, and that was the first card. That was the card in the thumbnail, right? I do feel like this is somebody who is asking or begging for help, but not willing to do the work for themselves. Lord, please help my poor soul. And the Empress, which is a sign for the divine feminine. Again, this does not have to mean that you're a woman. You could be a very compassionate, kind man, right? But you still have this divine feminine energy within you because you aren't heartless, right? Not to say that you are heartless if you're a man, but you have to have that feminine side. You have to have that masculine side and balance them out, right? I'm glad to hear that, Anthony. You ain't wrong, Jamie. It's like mental exercise, right? As soon as this is the Chariot. As soon as the balloon quits the earth, it is subjected to the influence of many circumstances, tending to create a difference in its weight, augmenting or diminishing its ascending power. You are the hot air balloon. Not because you let out hot air, maybe you do, but because you are ascending, because you are moving on to a better chapter in your life, because things are getting easier for you because you've put in the work, right? If I were to go and try to run a marathon tomorrow, I would die, or people would laugh at me, or I would cry. Not good things would happen because I have not been training to do that, right? You have been training for this marathon that is the spiritual awakening that you're going through. And if you were to allow this person, this King of Swords who's lying, onto your path or into your sphere, they would make your hot air balloon go down. That's not the goal of a hot air balloon. They would impact your success in a negative way. So they need to train for that marathon before they can just try to like hop on, right? Yes, that does happen. You can balance both. Hello EU, how are you doing? Thank you, Jake. I appreciate you. So we've got the Emperor. Once upon a midnight dreary, while I pondered, weak and weary, over many a quaint and curious volume of forgotten lore. The thing is, you are the Empress and the Emperor. You are a badass. So you've gone through so much. You do have this feminine and this masculine energy within you. That's what this person wants. They don't have that capability because they haven't gone through their healing. All right, so Jake's question. Thank you, by the way, for the comment. That's very sweet. I'm going to switch over to personal questions. Thank you to Jake for sponsoring. Be sure to say something nice to him. Outrate my girlfriend. She has a toxic, micromanaging boss and future is uncertain. All right, let's see what's going on for Jake's girlfriend and the work situation. Knight of Pentacles, Page of Pentacles in the reverse, Two of Cups, Nine of Wands, Queen of Cups. So there's something in the not too distant future that is going to be a setback financially. They could have some not so great management of money at this workplace. I feel like they've entered into some sort of agreement that they cannot make good on. So this Two of Cups, often easy to look at that and say, oh, that's about love, right? But it's actually about a commitment or a contract that has been signed. So this is like, okay, let's go to happy hour now that we've closed that contract out, right? So there's a deal here that this boss or this employer has made that is going to have a negative impact on their finances. I don't know that they know this yet, but they're going to be kind of on their heels or feeling like they need to do something to fix the financial situation. And I do feel like the girlfriend is potentially either going to be overworked or money's not going to be paid on time. This is encouraging a new job. So she may already be looking for that, but this is important because the boss is a major problem. Hierophant and the boss, or the Hierophant can refer to a boss, and it's in the reverse because whoever she's working for, they don't know what they're doing. It will get worse. She deserves better. I do feel like she's gonna get good news in the next month regarding the situation. So she just needs to make sure that she's doing the actions to put herself out there, right? How can I find a new job if I'm not looking for it? As long as she's applying and connecting with others, then it'll work out. Thank you, Jake. I appreciate that. I'm sending her like abundance because I know what it's like to be in that kind of situation. And I also think it's really sweet that you're looking out for her. Xanthan, are you stupid? Like, I am not normally that rude, but like, for real, can you touch your elbows together? Grow up. The fuck? I'm sorry, I shouldn't be swearing. Like, really though? All right, do we have a question? Thank you, I appreciate the clarification you offered, Bedlam. All right, what other questions do we have? I like that. Yo, why is it so hot in here? You guys can still see me, right? Hello, Amanda. Will I be able to find justice and reunite with my adult children? I don't see a reconciliation in the very near future. I do feel like there could be a relationship that's getting in the way. So for example, you could have your children, they may be married, right? And maybe the spouse is completely against you two getting back together or having this chat, right? So initially I see no. I don't think there's a lot of hope because there is somebody that is blocking it or somebody who feels like you should not be allowed back in beyond your children. But I see with the world something ending. When this thing ends, then there's a shift in the perspective of at least one of the children, right? And it leads to a desire to bury the hatchet. Let's let go of whatever caused this problem in the past and, you know, get to know each other again. You're welcome. No, Aloma. Don't come on my channel and try to sell spell work. I don't support that. Like, look, there's intentions and there is, you know, positive affirmations and working on yourself, but weird. Samantha would like to know, am I in the right relationship? Oh, that's so sweet. Yes, and with the Four of Wands, I'm seeing that there's something here that's going to improve in the next month, next 4 weeks. And I do feel like it's going to make you see that this person's more serious about you than maybe you realized. Do not come into my live chat and repeat yourself. Blocked. Ooh, you are right. So Bedlam said that technically tarot is Jewish. Wonder if I can help you out in this discussion real quick. So Bedlam is correct, although the tarot was based on the Italian papal court. The High Priestess card is the most quote-unquote Jewish card, or references to the Jewish faith, with the use of the Torah sitting on the lap of the High Priestess. Did I already pull this card? Is that my problem? No, there it is. Okay. So you can see that the High Priestess is holding the Torah right here. But then also, do you see this background? That background with the little dots, those are in the shape of the Tree of Life. So very much so a reference to the Jewish faith. Yeah, exactly. Realm of Bedlam, I don't know if you heard me the other day, I think it was yesterday, ask if you've ever seen a guy on YouTube called Morg. I guess that's what he goes by. I looked it up and his channel is Morg Official. You might be interested in some of the research or like interesting insights that his channel has. Anastasia would like to know, will I marry again? Yes. But I don't like that it's the Eight of Swords. I do think you will marry again, but I want you to be very discerning, because there is a risk here that you will get stuck in a relationship with somebody in hopes that it will turn into matrimony and marriage, and it's not the right person for you. So make sure in your heart of hearts you know that you're comfortable or safe with this person. Ooh, not a fan? I keep trying to figure out what is around his neck. Oh, okay. Osman would like a card pulled. Temperance in the reverse. Chariot. Six of Swords in the reverse. Osman, there's a concern here coming up. There's some instability, maybe even some arguments here with Temperance in the reverse. And this is saying when things start to get weird, or when things start to seem like it's not a good place to be, get out. Now, this could be a reference to a relationship. This could be a party where, it's about to get a little bit interesting because someone wants to throw hands, but it gets worse. So when you're sitting there and you're thinking, man, I don't know if I should be here, or I don't know if I should be involved in this situation, please listen to your intuition when it tells you to GTFO, because you do need to go. And I want you to be safe. So sending you protective energy. I do a little bit with numerology, Virgo, but not as much. I think it's really important to pay attention to like angel numbers and things that might be trying to communicate a message, right? I'm glad to hear that. All right, I'm gonna No, you cannot. Hello, Coops. How are you doing? Would like to know, will my app be successful? I see in its current iteration or version that there are blocks or problems, or perhaps like a user interface that needs to be tweaked a little bit. Sorry, I did used to sell technology, so I have a little bit of technology speak, but I do think that there's something that needs to be altered. With the Three of Cups and the reverse, this is making me feel like there is some limitation in terms of who your target audience is that can be removed or adjusted in some way. With this Knight of Wands, it could also have to do with the ease of use. Can people find things the way they need to? Is it intuitive, right? When you're trying to access the features. With the Seven of Cups being in the reverse, this is specifically highlighting clarity, which is why I'm feeling like it could be about whether or not people would find it easy to use, or whether or not there is enough people that could potentially benefit from that. anybody that teaches that? I don't think I do, but I would encourage you to just kind of search through YouTube because I found a lot of great resources with regards to spirituality on YouTube. You just have to make sure that you understand where the information is coming from, right? Uh-oh. Hey, Yusuf, you really think you're gonna pick up some chick on YouTube in the live chat, bro? What, are you also hitting on people on LinkedIn? I bet you are. I bet you are. Thank you for the heads up, Bedlam. Don't be hitting on people in my live chat. So, Yusuf, if you're still there and looking for single girls, you got work to do, my friend. Four of Swords. And then you can get the girls. Work on yourself. Awesome. I appreciate that, dragons. All right, we will do one more question. Hello, Luis. How are you doing? Hello, Samantha. You're welcome, Coops. I wish you the best of luck and lots of abundance. Not today would like to know, is she true to me? Aw, yes. Very committed energy with the Nine of Pentacles in the reverse. This is somebody who considers your feelings about as often as they consider their own feelings. So this is absolutely somebody who cares deeply for you. I love that they came out as the High Priestess. I do think there's maybe a little bit of a block here in terms of this person feeling like they can communicate 100% of the time as far as how they feel about the situation or how they feel about you, but they are absolutely true. Maybe just try to do something to encourage a little bit more conversation regarding emotions, right? But you got quite the catch here, and I wish you luck. All right, I love you all. Thank you for the likes and the subscribes and the tips, and have a wonderful rest of your day. I will